This is going to be your guide to Merlin trials in Hogwarts Legacy. So if you just start playing the game, you see these symbols on the ground, but you can't interact with them, means you have not gone far enough in the main story quest. But after just progressing through the game, doing some quests, you'll learn how these work. So you need Mallowsweets to activate them, and then a trial will begin. So if you activate the Merlin trial and then you look around and don't know exactly what to do, that is what this video is about, showing the different trials. So this one is going to be smashing orbs. What you can do is Revelio and see some of the orbs that are about, and this one's very simple. You can destroy them however you want. You can use a basic attack, you can Accio, you can Repulso, you can destroy them with fire, or yeah, you can just kind of like run up and target them. Now, the thing about the Merlin trials is that some of them actually go a surprising distance. Like, you have to explore quite a bit to find out how to complete them. So if you're just like, oh yeah, I found some pots, well, look a bit further, cast Revelio, and then you'll see, oh, there's a lot more over here. So let's go and quickly deal with those. And yeah, just like that, trial complete. And then you get some sound cues and an animation to confirm that you have completed the trial. But why are we doing Merlin trials? Just because the game tells us? No, because there's really good rewards. So you can check in the challenges, you can go to exploration, and we can see completing Merlin trials gives you inventory expansion. That is really good. So whenever like you fill up on gear slots, it's going to say complete Merlin trials to expand the gear slots, but you have to claim the gear slots through your challenges. So if you've done a few and you're like, hey, why have my gear slots not increased? This is why. So hopefully that tip in this video helps someone out. Also, you can see it goes 2, 6, and then 10. We've only done 2 of 10, so there's a lot of Merlin trials out there, and it starts to kind of taper off or scale as you do more and more. So really you want to do like your first 8, and that's going to be pretty good. And then you can check on the map where the Merlin trials are, and you can seek them out. So you can see on the map, there's a lot of places that have the Merlin trial symbol. And there's also just a lot of general advice, you know, look for the flue flames in the area. That way you can fast travel there if you need to go back, or if you've already have one unlocked, there's a Merlin trial nearby, then you can go fast travel to that flue flame, mark the Merlin trial, and you're going to be good to go. So to activate Merlin trials, you need to have Mallowsweets. Now, Mallowsweets are easily grown, so you need to purchase the seeds, and then once you have your room of requirement, you can plant them there. You can also plant them in the herbology class. Here's where you buy them in Hogsmeade. And then Hogwarts map, you can just go to the secret room, and that's going to be your room of requirement, or you can also just kind of pop out and then go over here to the greenhouses. It depends on what state you are in the game, but just kind of always have some Mallowsweets growing, because as you can see, there's a lot of Merlin trials. That way, whenever you walk up to one, you can just start it, and then with this guide, you can just go and complete the different challenges. Now, here's an interesting one, but it seems pretty obvious. We have a cube, there's symbols on it, we need to match up the symbols, so let's go and use Levioso. Wait, how about no? And then, like, we try to hit this, it doesn't really work. That's because we need Flipendo. Now, you unlock Flipendo by doing the quests with the herbology teacher, so yeah, you're going to have to make some progress in the game, and then you want to flip around the dice until it lines up. And there's going to be like different ways you want to approach it. So we have those sides correct, which means we want to flip it on this side until it's correct, and then should be that easy. Except there's more than one around here, so that's where you want to use Revelio, and then again, just kind of looking around the area because it can go pretty far. Like, look at that! That one is kind of hidden, not directly seen from like where the challenge starts, and then it's a good distance away. Maybe you have to get in a fight. I guess we can just get in a fight, and then a lot of stuff to this game. A lot of stuff to this game indeed. So yeah, just want to spin the side of the dice that is facing you until it just kind of lines up. So as you can see right there, we got the harp on one side, and then we got the other one to line up just by flipping around a bit. Then we just keep on going until we find the correct rune. And then done. Now, this next one is really interesting because there's going to be stones with moonstone inside, and then you need to search for the moths nearby, and then you bring the moths to the pillar. So let's go and look around. Again, like with all these challenges, some of the stones can be far away, some of the moths can be hard to find. So we already did one, and then again, by casting Revelio, we can see where things are. Then we want to use Lumios, like a moth to a flame, and then we want to bring the moths to the pillars. So not really too difficult on this one. Some of them have been, like, again, surprising, where, oh, it's all the way over there, down the hill, around a corner, and now we need to find the last ones, so some over here, and then some searching. Now, this isn't really a guide like, oh, this is how you do every single Merlin trial, just each type of Merlin trial and kind of what to expect. Yeah, look at that. The moths are
Lumos.
down there. Also, it can get kind of puzzly because if you climb up a rock, the mobs are not going to follow you. So if you put away your light, you know, they don't follow. So then you have to like grab them up again. And sometimes it gets a bit more complex than that. So you do have to like, again, check every crack and crevice, and they're nearby, just somewhere. Alright, so the next type of challenge involves a giant ball and a hole, which means you have to play magical golf. Now, depending on what you've unlocked, you're like, okay, I can use this and maybe tug on it and get it to, like, physics a bit, but no, that doesn't really work. And then, okay, that gives a little bit of a jump, so maybe I can, like, do some stuff like that and get some movement out of it. It's really tricky, so what you want to do is have Depulso unlocked, and then you just push it. So that's going to be the best way of doing it. And that's what I mean, like, not all of the Merlin quests are immediately available, and that's why you're at this guide. You probably find one, you wait a second, how am I supposed to do that? Is it even possible? And for the most part, there's going to be parts of the game where, nope, you actually have to unlock the thing or learn how to properly do it before it's even possible. We went slip and slide down the hill. And generally the way this works is that, like, you can hit it once or twice, and it's just going to go straight into the hole. Just kind of have to find the angle, play golf, and hole in one. Really?
Revelio.
Now, when you first see this challenge, you might be thinking, what am I supposed to do? There's, like, rocks on top of bigger rocks, and I can't really interact with them. Well, it's time for some parkour. So you climb up, and there you go. The Merlin challenge has begun, and you have to do it all in one go. So I hope you've got your Minecraft parkour practice in, and you can do that little micro movement, not overshoot it. And yay. Also, you're going to want to clear off the rocks. You can't target the rocks, but you can blast them with magic, or else they are going to get in your way. So make sure everything's cleared off, and then it's time to do some parkour. Also, the parkour challenges will come in different shapes and sizes, so, yep, you just kind of have to look for what it wants, and then there's going to be something that kind of signals what's going on, like with this right here. It overgrows with the Merlin magic, and then you just got to go and complete it. Now, for the torch ones, you just want to identify where all the torches are and then kind of create a really good path for setting them on fire. You need Confringo for most of these because they start getting pretty tricky. So yeah, let's just go Confringo, Confringo, and then identify Confringo. Boom! Easy. Also, I guess there's like some extra little tech, like the ones lower to the ground activate sooner, so you want to do them last. I don't know.
Revelio.
Next up, we have a trial of magical balls. And if you've made it this far, you could probably figure it out. You want to find the balls, you want to bring them to the hole. There's all kinds of spells. Just kind of throw your spell book at it until something works. Having Wingardium Leviosa helps, or you can just kind of Accio them towards it. Some of these are just that stupidly simple. This trial has some weird looking rocks you can target. Just blow them up. It's a magical world, so you just target and then blast them, and then if you don't see them all, then you can just kind of scout, try to find the ones that are hiding. Ooh, also just a free chest. And then for the last Merlin trial, things are good, and they just need to repair the statues. Fortunately, there's magic for that. So there we go. That's all the Merlin trials. I hope you enjoy the video. Hope you have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.